what I am holding is probably one of the worst games from last year. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Now, I'm going to try a different kind of video here. I'm going to do like a little face-to-face video essay. Just to see if this works out. You know, it might not, but who knows. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Had a lot of potential as a game. It tells the story of the Suicide Squad. You can play as 4 of the members, and then others later on. And you get to kill the Justice League. Not only that, but it takes place in the Arkham universe, and it's by Rocksteady. All that meaning, hey, this could have been a really good game. Unfortunately, this game was absolute crap, and it did not live up to any hype. As a matter of fact, the hype it had kind of died out quick because no one really liked it. And there's a bunch of reasons as to why. And could this game have been made better? Absolutely, it could have. So, why did this game fail? Well, it kind of went the way of Marvel's Avengers, where it was live service and the game wasn't finished. Like, the story wasn't finished. Like, you had to wait for updates and DLC in order to complete the game before you can even beat it. Because it had other season packs, meaning you didn't get the full game out the box. You got part of it, and then the rest of it will come out at a later date. That was a massive issue with this game. So, and there's a bunch of reasons why this game is terrible. There's a bunch of reasons why this game did not work the way many others thought it would have. So I thought, hey, maybe I can make this video and go to make reasons why this game, how you could have fixed this game, and how this game could have been good. So, you guys ready for this? Because I am. Reason how to fix this game, part 1. Erase it from the Arkhamverse. Because most of the problems of this game stem from it being within the Arkhamverse. Because now you have to go by the Arkham story, you gotta go all this. It should have been its own little game. Because here's the thing, the Arkhamverse had its Deadshot, and if this was its own universe, then you wouldn't have to explain away the fact that, oh, this Deadshot was the original, and the one that you were seeing in Arkham City and all the other Arkham games was an imposter, and that this one is the original. You wouldn't have to explain that away if this wasn't within the Arkhamverse. This could have been your Deadshot of this universe. You wouldn't have to explain that away after we saw a bunch of games with the other guy. And the fact that they were both named Floyd Lawton, one of them was a fake, this one being real, it was just an all over the place reason, and a dumb reason for this to happen. Yeah. Another thing is it wouldn't be about killing the Justice League. That's another way you could have fixed it. You could have because the Justice League, when you kill them in this game, first of all, they're clones. So, because Brainiac and all that. So, they're clones, meaning you're not killing the Justice League, but they do not die with dignity. They do not die with dignity, especially Kevin Conroy's Batman, who you literally shoot in the head. That's how this clone of Batman dies. And had he not been revealed to be a clone, and that was the final part of this Arkham Batman, let's just say everyone would have immediately burned their copies. But it turned out it was a clone, and yeah. Another issue I have with this game is that there's too many characters. Because here's the thing. The key cast is 4. Because with the Batman games, you play as mainly Batman. With this game, you can play as all 4 members of the Suicide Squad, plus others, like Joker, Deathstroke, and whoever came out with in a later pack. Because this was a live service game. You gotta remember that. meaning there's a lot of grinding. That's another problem that this game had. Obviously, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League had a lot of characters involved. When you didn't need all those characters. You didn't need Ivy, since she does basically almost nothing besides almost get you killed when you first meet her. The toy kid, I forget his fucking name. Purpose? Because here's the thing, at least Lex Luthor, when you meet him, he had a purpose in the story. Like, Penguin? Like, all these characters are just there for the sake of being there. They're all there just to be there. Like, other than that, there's no real point. Another issue this game had was the fact that it was a live service game. Live service games don't tend to be great a whole bunch of percent of the time. Look at how the Avengers went out. The Avengers game was live service. It was not a complete story when you first got the game, and it's not like this game had DLC packs. The rest of the story came with these packs, and it's like, oh my god, this is bullshit. The Avengers had the same problem, and the fact that it was not complete when you first got it. This is one of those times where the game was not complete. And they leaned upon, Warner Bros. And Rocksteady leaned upon those packs being how the player base stays with this game. And let's just say it was the exact opposite. The fact that we had to wait for other parts of the game to release just turned more people off from the game, and the fact that they didn't want to play it no more. So they all just abandoned the game, and that's caused its player count to go down. Oh man, this game had a lot of potential. Like I said, they just fucked it all up for the sake of money. What's crazy is I wouldn't have minded a Suicide Squad game, but I would have rather they ripped off Ultimate Alliance than do something like this. I would have rather they have ripped off Marvel Ultimate Alliance instead of Marvel's Avengers. You know? That way, not only do you get to play as these four, you can play as a bunch of others. And it's level-based. I like level-based games. Hold on, read the back of the box. Play as the Suicide Squad in an open-world metropolis on the worst mission ever. Boy, how true that was. That is probably the most true statement this game has. Worst mission ever, yeah. The game is a grind fest. You have to grind in this game in order to unlock different weapons and costumes. It's a grind fest. It's not like the Arkham games where, like, there's side quests and shit. Like, those side quests were actually cool. This one, oh boy. And you have to grind in order to get stronger weapons. It's been over a year since I played this game. I haven't played this game since it came out. And even then I didn't finish it because I got actually bored of it. When you have me get bored of your game, that's an issue. When I'm bored, I don't want to play this no more. And I didn't play it ever again. I didn't play any of the DLC packs that had Joker, even Deathstroke. Even when they brought upon the final part of the game, I didn't play it. Because I was not conditioned to give a fuck about this game. Rocksteady, it's like they were forced to make this the way Warner Bros. Wanted it. So I feel bad for Rocksteady, because here's the thing, this kind of damaged Rocksteady's credibility as developers, as publishers, because here's the thing, the Arkham trilogy was fantastic. Warner Bros. Took a chance with Rocksteady with Arkham Asylum. When Rocksteady knocked all 3 Arkham games out of the park, they told them to make this. They were told that they were going to be making this. Rocksteady probably were excited, and then they were told what the video game was going to be like, i.e. Gotham Knights, but somehow worse. I'm going to say this is probably worse than Marvel's Avengers. This game just was not fun. Throughout the entire time I was playing it, it was not fun. I do not remember having any kind of fun with this game. That's how bad this game was. How would I fix it? Obviously, you can make it open world. But do not make it within the Arkhamverse. That way you don't have to explain bullshit. You do not kill the Justice League. Instead, you go on a different mission, one that the Suicide Squad can actually, fucking handle. Instead of trying to kill Superman and a bunch of fucking brainiacs. Don't force multiplayer. Like, that's another thing. Like, it forced online multiplayer. Sometimes the online shit didn't work. And the multiplayer was a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Like I said, did I want this game to succeed? Absolutely. But there were so many problems with this game that caused it to go right down the shitter. Yeah. Massive issue. And this game was just terrible. It was terrible. I only bought it because it was DC. I can say I have it. And people will be like, why do you have it? So I can say I own it. Despite never finishing it and getting so bored that I didn't even wait for the first pack. I didn't even wait for the Joker to come out. I gave up on the game. I didn't even wait for Joker. I just gave up on the game because of how boring it was. That's how much I gave up on this game. Was I didn't even wait for Joker. Oh boy. Other bright spots? Voice acting wise, it's good. Samoa Joe's King Shark, that's fun. Again, Kevin Conroy is Batman. You gotta love that. He unfortunately passed away before this game released. Hell, I'm pretty sure he passed away before they announced he was voicing Batman in this. Like, he did voice work for Batman. And another issue with this game is that almost every Justice League member died like a bitch. They died like a bitch. No dignity. Yeah. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. What will forever be a massive what if. And a massive what could have been. Had Rocksteady were just allowed to create the game they wanted, not have to focus on transactions and all that, had they not had to focus on in-game purchases or open or the whole fucking 9 yards, the fact that it had to be within the Arkhamverse, and the fact that it was just terrible. And the fact that there was no offline mode. It says it right there on the box. No offline mode. And the fact that you had to be online for this makes it 10 times worse. They wanted you to make sure this was an online game when you were playing it. Issue? No one's friend... The people that bought the game, their friends could not have bothered buying it. Because they were like, the game looks like shit. I'm not getting it. So they were forced to play it alone. The people that bought the game were forced to play it alone because their friends could not be bothered buying the game. And then when asked by those friends that didn't buy the game, how was the game? The guy that bought it would say, it sucks. That friend would say, fucking told you. Fucking told you it was going to. It's a massive what could have been. The game was a massive what could have been. Yes, I dropped it on the floor. I do not care. That's how bad this game is. I do not care. Anyway, that's me just trying this video format out. I mean, if this is well received as a video, I mean, I might do more of these kinds of videos in the future where I sit and just talk about a game and on what could have been or if it was great or not. And the whole 9 yards. So, yeah. See ya.